Hollywood celebrities, writers, directors, and everybody else there threatened to boycott Disney if they didn't put Jimmy Kimmel back on the air, so Bob Iger fell to his knees. Now, a much bigger problem is arising for Hollywood, and that is the market. The market says they'll boycott everything entertainment does if they go after kids. Elon Musk is leading the charge against Netflix over a cartoon you can't believe. We'll give you the details, and the Netflix stock is on the slide. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Pro Channel. We are here to walk you through what's happening as the two ideological corners of the world of Western society go head-to-head. And I'm here to tell you, the side that Elon Musk is on is much bigger. Now, recently, Jimmy Kimmel got put back on the air after, well, I guess morality was starting to win. Jimmy Kimmel said some false things about the killer of Charlie Kirk, and Jimmy Kimmel is a jerk. Jimmy Kimmel was pulled off the air. They even loaded up and removed the boxes of stuff, all of the furniture from his stage. And guess what? The Hollywood agencies came, according to Bill O'Reilly, and said to Bob Iger, you are either going to put him on the air or you won't have any of our actors, our writers, our producers, our directors, our technical people. Like, it's all gone. It's all gone. Hollywood as a machine came to Disney and said no. And that put Kimmel back on the air. But if you thought that the battle was over, think again. Click the like button, folks. Here's Elon Musk. Now, this is not about Disney. Trump's already firing back at Disney with 100% tariffs on overseas productions, which will, by the way, bankrupt Marvel. I mean, the amount of, the level of size, scope, and scale that we're talking about in the last few days is just unbelievable how much things have grown. That means we're reaching a breaking point, really and truly. Elon Musk says cancel Netflix for the health of your kids. Doge designer says protect your kids, cancel Netflix. And you can see the picture, folks. If you're watching, if you're not, I'll just tell you, you all know that the identity stuff is what has been put into a Netflix cartoon. It's actually worse than that, though, okay? If we go down, you can see Netflix is disgusting Marxist propaganda. Don't let your children anywhere near it. Got it. Okay, cancel Netflix. It's showing how to do that. We're not here to tell you to do that, folks. I can't participate in the boycott, even if I might agree exactly with what Elon Musk is saying, and maybe I do, right? Who knows? Maybe I do. Wink, wink. Barron's says this from George Glover. Netflix stock slides. Elon Musk says he's canceling his subscription. Netflix stock slipped to Wednesday after Elon Musk has echoed calls for a boycott of the streaming service. It's down 2% of the time of this writing. But the stock move has probably nothing to do with that, says Barron's. Conservatives have shared screenshots that appear to show Hamish Steele, who created the animated Netflix show Dead End Paranormal Park, criticizing UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer for condemning the assassination of Charlie Kirk. Barron's was unable to verify the screenshots because Steele's X account is private. Wonder why it went private. Oh, wait a minute. Cancel Netflix for the health of your kids, Musk said in a follow-up post. Netflix didn't immediately respond to requests for comment from Barron's. Netflix shares slid 2.4%. But, of course, Barron says it has nothing to do with that. Now, everything that went bad for Disney was totally because they got rid of Kimmel, and it all comes from the left-leaning point of view. But if Elon Musk, and by the way, I must point this out, folks, in case you didn't know this, Elon Musk has how many? 474,000 likes on this. 474,000 likes. Netflix has a problem. What if this is sustained? What if more stuff happens? What if it's not just sustained for Netflix, but for Disney? What if Disney gets pulled into this by Elon too? Folks, it is a battle royale. Let's get into it. I've got a panel. I want to dive into what this show is, why it warrants being called for cancellation, and who is the guy who's behind the thing, and I'll say it, evil kinds of things that he's had to say. Well, Netflix has another cuties kind of situation on their hands. And Netflix, which we thought had learned a really good lesson, has definitely stepped in it big time. Will they fix it? We're going to find out. For those of you who are watching and viewing this on screen, I want to say we always try to be safe for work. Always safe for work, never NSFW. But in this case, be careful of what's on your screen. So if somebody walks by your cubicle, or if there's kids in the soccer van, just know that what's on the screen is going to be a little bit more risque than we like to be. Libs of TikTok has this one. It says, OMG, Dead End Paranormal Park, a show on Netflix, is pushing the stuff that parents have had enough of, pushing it to children. The show is advertised for 7-year-olds. Let me say it again. The show is advertised for 7-year-olds. It's being promoted on Netflix Kids now. Now, they will get us as fast as they can if we play this whole thing. I'm going to literally play 5 seconds for fair use because I believe 5 seconds will get through. Here's 5 seconds of this show so you all can know what it is that we're looking at.
It's not the park. It's me.
All right, that's short enough. How's that? Guys, we do okay there?
Sure.
Let's try again. You ready? One more very short snippet so people can know what we're looking at. Here we go.
Home knows. And being here, it's like a whole new place. I can just be Barney.
All right. Now, you all can figure it out, okay? You all can figure it out. Here's where it's going to get risque. It's not been risque yet. Here's where it is going to be. From the same account, says you will never guess who the creator of this show is. And this person is on Blue Sky. Hamish Steele.
Hamish, yeah.
Hamish Steele. And I'm going to read to the best of my ability a post here that is on this account, allegedly. It says, why the blank, and I assume we're talking about Charlie Kirk here. Why the blank are you even commenting on this? Blank, blank. Your sympathy for any of the families being slaughtered by your weapons, but a random Yahtzee gets shot and it's a public statement. You're such a blankety blank. So this is the guy, allegedly, according to this account, that is in charge of this show that is aimed at kids on Netflix. Guys, if this becomes a big story, the nation is not in the mood for this kind of stuff. And Netflix has a lot to lose here. Marvin, I want to go to you first. Your thoughts on this, especially in light of what happened 2 weeks ago, the national tragedy, and they're pushing this on the kids.
This is why it's so important for parents to take a strong hand in what their children watch. Because these are the people who are attempting to communicate with your kids via the television. You can't assume that because something is labeled Netflix Kids that it is good for your kids. Because these people are attempting to reach them. They're attempting to indoctrinate them. They are attempting to get them early and change their worldview while they're still impressionable. And then they virtue signal and they talk about how they're saving lives with it. No, you're confusing lives is what you're doing. This is ridiculous. And for somebody to say those horrible things about Charlie Kirk, I mean, you hope Netflix is paying attention, maybe takes action. But apparently this show has been on for a while, right? Like this show has been on the air for quite a bit and has been espousing this rhetoric for a while.
The thing is, though, Marvin, when you've got a show on that's like this, that's very abrasive, it might be under the radar. But then when the creator comes out and says that, which seems to be absolutely in reference to Charlie Kirk.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
We believe that's what it's about. And then you look and you say, oh, this show is actually about what the shooter, was into. And this is aimed at kids. Jonas, this is aimed at kids. And it's not just they feature some of it. It's like, this is what it's about, is trying to present a particular worldview that's based on gender identity to kids.
Right.
And I don't think that that's what Netflix needs to be doing with kids.
Yeah, obviously. And this has been the issue. What's funny, Netflix actually has a feature that I've campaigned for Disney Plus to have for a very long time. Netflix, you can do show level blocking on Netflix. You cannot do that on Disney Plus. You can only do it by rating, and their rating system is a little bit more suspect. And also what is considered for kids and not for kids, even within the same rating, is up to Disney. So like Lightyear, for some reason, not okay for kids, according to Disney. Funny. With Netflix, you could block this specific show, which by the way, I would recommend you do if you have kids in the house. This one is this is a problem because I would put this as adult animation, despite the fact that you guys are saying this is considered Netflix kids. I actually found of this, and while I was doing the Everything Woke series, this was on the list, and I was debating about doing it. The reason for that series was to expose that Disney has some ideological problems, and then Disney went ahead and made that clear for everyone on their own anyway. So the series served its purpose. This to me is the problem. Children are forming their worldview in that case, in that 7-year-old time frame. I would say even up to the age of 25, people are still putting their view of what the world is together and trying to figure out whether their parents are worth listening to. There's a lot of that identity stuff that they'll start to look for alternatives and fill in the gaps. I'm not trying to be too daddly here, but you really have to be careful to fill in your community with things that are still close to your worldview, so that when your kids start to push away from you, they have other people to latch onto that are still moral and good and will bring your kids up in a way that, forgive me, I'm just going to say the word righteous, if you all understand what I'm saying there, instead of a bunch of blue-haired Netflix executives or writers or he, she, they, whatever selves and Firkins or whatever is out in the world and say, no, this is where you belong. We're a bunch of outcasts. You're an outcast. We're an outcast. Let's all be outcasts like here, and let's be family. That's not what a family is. A family is a very specific thing. And they want to say, come watch a dumb show, and that's where you get your feeling of family.
It was literally the plan of the Foot Clan in the first Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie.
Thank you.
Right.
Go play.
This is your family. I am your father.
Culture, what's the financial risk to Netflix by having this kind of stuff out there?
I think it's significant. I think what was demonstrated by the Cuties debacle is just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to all of these creators that work for them that have very public ideological opinions that are linked to Netflix directly because of the content that's linked to Netflix. It's the same problem for anybody who works with Ariana Grande right now, or even in the limited future that she may have. I mean, unless there's like a nutrition company out there that she could promote, I just don't know how anybody's going to want to work with her in the future.
Are you recommending? Wait a minute. Have you seen the size of Ariana Grande, and you're recommending that she be a spokesperson for a nutrition company? Did I hear you right?
Yeah, because she could start using it and get healthy. It'd be amazing.
I see. Her path to victory.
Yeah,
AKA,
I don't understand why everyone thinks I'm so unhealthy. I just don't eat any food, and I take Ozempic.
Honestly, I just feel like she's trying to be a human kite. That's her next feat. But regardless, I feel like from this side of reality, I mean, where reality actually is, that they're going to keep finding that this outrage marketing and the other like elements that they're trying to push to is going to diminish as well. Look, Netflix is one of the streaming services that I would bounce out of, right? I would bounce out of it if there's something interesting was going to show up. I might, subscribe for a month or take a free trial or whatever, because I can create a zillion emails and, whatever. But what I found fascinating is after I canceled for Cuties, I went back to like the free trial less and less, just so I could see seasons of things that I thought would be decent. I'm now basically, as of the end of this month, this is the last day of the month, folks, I'm done with streaming services. Completely.
Well, minus YouTube. And let me bring this up because I think it is really important. If I can bring this up, why not? Let me bring it up. Oh, I see. Here we go. Click the right button, Pro. This is the recent tabulation we have for August, which is the latest we have. Yep. And we want to send a shout out to Mac. Now it's known for sending this our way.
That's right.
YouTube is dominated in a way that we have not seen before. And this is why Netflix needs to be really careful with the kind of stuff they're putting out there. Because yes, Netflix dominates Disney, and that's great and that's grand. And yes, Amazon Prime has been dropping down. Okay, I recognize all of that. However, Netflix is nowhere close to YouTube, and YouTube is accelerating away from both Netflix and Disney. YouTube is taking off. This is just YouTube main. This is just YouTube on your TV. It's not even all of YouTube at 13.1%, defeating 8.7% of Netflix in terms of TV watch time. But it actually gets worse if we go down and we take a look at who is the distributor that people are watching. In that case, YouTube's at 13.1, Disney at 9.7, Netflix at 8.7. This is a situation where YouTube doesn't pay for any of that content. YouTube doesn't pay for any of the content. Content creators just make it for free for YouTube, and then YouTube gets to enjoy the benefits of that. Okay, fair enough. But here's the thing. Disney is actually beating Netflix slightly in that category, but YouTube was never supposed to be the dominating force here, and it has become the dominating force. Disney always led in this. Netflix was really in a contention, and I think that as YouTube explodes in terms of success, companies even like Netflix are going to have to say, you know what? I don't think we're going to do another cuties moment here. I think we're not going to do that anymore. I don't know. Panel, what say you? Any final thoughts on this one?
I love how they say the Walt Disney Company there and not just Disney Plus and Hulu on their own, because then it would be way further down the list.
Yeah, I see that's pretty teeny weeny itsy bitsy. I'll zoom in so people can see that just a little bit better. There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. But that's the situation, folks. Netflix needs to get out of the controversies. They did it once before. It absolutely destroyed their subscriber base for a little while. They fixed it. That fixed their problems. Now they're back in it. Marvin?
I feel like Netflix, there's like different factions within Netflix, because sometimes Netflix will put out something that's like super based, and then it'll do something like the Black Cleopatra or something like this. So like there's like, it's almost like there's multiple different like sects within the Netflix hierarchy that
you're gonna have to go to a different streaming service for that one.
Yeah, right. That are pushing out different kinds of ideological content. It's strange to me.
Yeah, what a diversity of content they have on there. Of course, going back to the idea that parents, please be aware of the media that your children are consuming, especially social media, which I wouldn't recommend until you are a fully formed adult. So
there you go. All right, folks, our opinion is fully formed, at least until we get more stuff. Netflix needs to snuff out the stuff that might destroy their subscribers. Yeah, they're beating Disney, but YouTube is eating their lunch. Put this baby to bed. This video is over. Turn off the lights, but not quite yet, folks, because we do ask one final thing before we say goodbye, and that is, would you consider clicking the like button, share, subscribe, click it and stick it to those algorithms. It is the notification bell, and drop a comment down below. Also greatly appreciated, anytime you would like to share this out on your favorite social media platforms, well, we would love that. And we'd also love to hear your thoughts. Folks, drop a comment down below and use that beautiful mind of yours. If you would not mind, we'd love to know what you're thinking. Also, if you would like to become a member of the channel, it's as simple as clicking the join button. It is the price of a soda per month, and you'll gain access to all kinds of new, cool, exclusive information. Folks, until the next time, we have the honor of spending time with you. Keep learning, keep growing, and as always, keep having fun.
Jump into the water!
Why listen to music made by people and companies who really don't like you? Check out Vacation Radio today and prepare for all new content made by the people behind the WDW Pro Channel. It's the place you need for all the music. That should be fun.
Want it all, so I give them cannonball. Yeah!
Hundreds of songs, every genre you can imagine. Listen live on YouTube and enjoy a set list that's always sunny. It's Vacation Radio.
Arizona. Pineapple pizza, Hawaiian ice freeze, yeah. Can't wait to be up. 3 days of you and me.
What are you waiting for? Every WDW Pro video has a link to Vacation Radio in the video description. Try it out and subscribe today.